It's okay. It happens.
It's okay. Yeah.
No
We're live.
worries.
So,
Thanks,
yeah.
Demis.
Cool. And if you have time, I would highly recommend you to join our last session for today. I would like to introduce you Sho Nemoto. He is a Japanese entrepreneur. He has around 1 million followers on Instagram, and we had a chance to connect with the show in person in Bali. We've been doing a training. Hello, Sho. And Sho is a TEDx speaker.
Hey,
Sho is a mindset coach, and it will be more than a session. It will be a hypnotic session. And Sho will introduce himself better. Sho, thank you a lot for joining. My pleasure to have you at our event. And please take your word.
yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for having me. I'm pleasure to be here. I'm very happy to be here. Well, it was a great presentation, and I just want to make sure that who is in this Freedom Business Summit, if you guys are active watching right now, please show me whatever that is, like yo, what's up? Hey, how's it going? Maybe some sort of things in the chat. I just want to see, if people are engaging, if people are there, not just like sleeping in front of a laptop, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to make sure that can somebody say what's up in the chat? Otherwise, I will be very, very sad. Let's see. You guys enjoying the business summit? Are you guys enjoying it? Oh shit. Nobody is posting. Anybody watching, by the way? Or otherwise, I'm going to assume that everybody's watching. Okay, that's fine. Cool. So what we're going to do today is that I'm going to reprogram your mind, and whoever's watching, and I genuinely hope that the people are watching right now. And then if you're watching, please let me know in the chat, because otherwise, I want to engage with anybody who's here. And so what I'm going to do today is I'll reprogram your mind through hypnosis. And I've been teaching meditation and hypnosis for now 4 years, about 3-4 years. And I've taught meditation over hundreds and hundreds of people. And I've worked with more than thousands of people. And the reason why I do that, and the reason why I still meditate and I still hypnotize myself, and I teach that to change their mindset, is because based on the study, hypnosis is the fastest way to reprogram your mind. And this is the most efficient, the shortcut for you to achieve your goals. So we're talking about freedom, right? But freedom comes from your mind. If you're not free from your mind, and if you're struggling with all this overthinking and self-doubt and not being able to believe in yourself, or whatever the struggle that you have in your mind, you're not free. Even if you're geolocationally free, you're not free, because freedom comes from your mind. And as a matter of fact, there's a lot of entrepreneurs and there's rich people, and it seems like very successful on the outside, but they're stuck and they're very, very miserable because freedom comes from your mind. And I just wanted to really make sure that if you are absolutely free, have full control of your mind, now your limiting beliefs banging on your subconscious mind every single time or every single day that you're struggling with overthinking and thinking about worst case scenario, you're free, and then you're going to be happy and fulfilled and purposeful in whatever you do and wherever you are in the stage of your life. So I just want to, well, since that nobody is actually showing their existence as an audience, I'm going to just keep going. And now, first of all, what I want to talk about is hypnosis is not like a weird, nerdy, occulty, esoteric thing. And that's what I thought at the first, to be honest, because all these stereotypes about hypnosis is like this old guy with the coin and it's like, oh, you're going to sleepy and sleepy and sleepy. And then it's just so fucking creepy. But the truth is, every single thing is a hypnosis. Like, now everybody who's watching, recording or whatever, which one do you use for your breathing? Is it your nose or is it your mouth? Are you breathing your nose or are you breathing with your mouth? And now you paid attention on your nose or mouth, whichever that is. I didn't ask you to do it. I just asked, which do you breathe? And now you paid attention. Oh, am I breathing from my nose or am I breathing from my mouth? So your attention changes based on how you think. The question controls your focus. And I wanted to do some interesting thing, if I could have seen every one of your faces. But I want you to just take time right now and don't close your eyes. Do not close your eyes. When I tell you to close your eyes, I want you to close your eyes. Test it out with me, okay? Now, use your imagination and close your eyes. Not your actual eyes. Just keep it wide open, but use your imagination. Close your eyes. And imagine that right now you are at the beautiful beach. It could be a Bali, it could be Maldives, whatever. It's crystal clear, blue, white sand, and it's just absolutely amazing. There's a few clouds floating in the air, and there's beautiful blue sky with the sun shining. And there's some palm trees. You know, you can hear the bird chirping and the sound of the shore, and then you can feel the wind on your skin. That time, right now, what you experienced is you basically spaced out and you are not in this present moment mentally. And this is what we call trance. In hypnosis, every time you space out, that's where the trance happens. The reason why the trance is so important is because when you're in trance, you become suggestible. When you're in trance, you can tap into your subconscious mind because I don't want you to think about balloons. I don't want you to think about balloons, red balloons, blue balloons. I don't want you to think about. And I guarantee that every one of you watching right now is like, oh, shit, I just saw a balloon in my mind. So, why the trance is so powerful, why hypnosis actually works to reprogram your mind. And then, if you want to be free, if you want to be successful, if you want to be abundant, then you have to understand how to change the way you think, how to change your belief system, because your brain is only capable of showing you what it's capable of showing you. And I just controlled your mind, didn't I? You didn't even want to think about the balloons, but you did. What did I use? The only thing I use is a language. So everyone can literally space out and tap into the trance 24/7 most of the time by simply using your imagination. But most of the time, majority of people are using it in the wrong way. And how do we use that? We use to think about worst case scenario. We use all the power to think about some sort of stressful situations, re-experience that in our mind. Oh, my boss was really, really douchebag, and this happened, and it was so frustrating. And all of it, those stories and experience, or it could be the imagination, or it could be the worst case scenario is just banging your mind all the time. But it's also you're in a trance. And when you're in a trance, what happens is this: you accept that idea. So there's a different role when it comes to the conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind can accept or reject that idea. So if somebody is going to tell me that, oh, you're a girl, and I'll go, no, I don't think so. I'm a guy. Or somebody tell me like, oh, you're white or you're black or whatever that is, then I'll say, no, I don't think so. I'm yellow. I'm Asian. Or whatever the stereotype or whatever the belief that I have, I can reject that idea. And therefore, I don't believe that I'm a white person or that I'm black or that I'm from a different country, that I'm a different race. I don't believe that I'm a girl. I can reject that idea. But in trance, you cannot do it. In trance, when you're hypnotized, only thing you can do is accept, because your subconscious mind can only accept. It doesn't have ability to reject. So that's why when I say that, please don't think about the balloons. No, there's no red balloons in the sky that you immediately just boom pops up. Or if I tell you like, hey, like, are you still breathing with your nose or are you still breathing with your mouth? Because it's important. You know, if you're doing the mouth breathing, you are dying early, because nasal breathing is the right way to breathe. So now you're going to pay attention to your breathing. So you can control your focus, you can control the way you think by simply telling yourself something, self-talk, or you can listen to somebody. And essentially, every hypnosis is self-hypnosis. And all these ideas can be rejected if you can tap into your conscious mind. But when you're in the trance, you don't have that ability. You're accepting that idea. And imagine that you're in a trance without knowing. telling yourself that, I don't think I can achieve this. I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can start making money. I can be free from my mind, or, I don't think it's difficult to get a visa in Italy or Spain, or all these entrepreneurs living in Bali. Like, it's just not for me. Or maybe, growing a business is a lot, or like whatever the negative self-talk, you are accepting that idea subconsciously because it's already happened, and then your conscious mind didn't block it, right? That's why you overthink in the first place. So the self-talk is a self-hypnosis, because every single hypnosis is a self-hypnosis. There's no such thing as somebody else is the only source of power to hypnotize you. Because essentially, if you don't allow people to hypnotize you or disagree with being hypnotized, you can reject it because you have a conscious mind to reject any sort of idea to come into your mind. But the moment that you're in trance, which people can actually, hypnotize you to take you in trance very, very quickly, it's when you lose the control because your subconscious mind is wide open. So how does this work if everything is self-hypnosis? Is understanding the conscious mind has the ability to reject, and subconscious mind essentially doesn't have it, right? And there's actually what I want to talk about. Another thing is that there's a study conducted by the Dr. Ed Kapchak, and he's from Harvard University. So what he conducted a study about this inert medication. So there's two groups, right? A and B, and an A received some sort of suggestion, which they're told that this medication might give you headache, nausea, and some sort of like a side effect. And the group B didn't receive anything. Like, they're not told anything, the same thing. So over the course of the study, the group B, who didn't receive any suggestion, they actually just were happy, no symptoms, nothing. They just went ahead to go home happy. But the group A, who was told that you might going to get nausea, headache, and all these side effects, it might makes you feel really, really bad, they start showing symptoms. But there's no medication actually involved. It was only suggestion, no chemical, no medicine involved. They're just told that only difference between the group A and group B, their A was told that you might get nausea. So the negative suggestion, simple negative suggestion like that from somebody, can make you sick because your body can change and adapt their entire system to validate that expectation. So this is what it called placebo effect. The placebo effect is every pharmaceutical company does that to go through this test to make sure how they can maximize the result and effect of the medication itself. So why do they do that? Is because even if you don't actually have the medication or real chemical in it, you can show the symptoms, which means you can decide, your brain can decide to get sick, or your brain can decide to heal the sickness. And there's so much study around this. And it all comes into hypnosis because you see, when you get into the some sort of like hospitals or like whatever, and then like your doctor shows up, you don't have any mindset or attitude that, well, he might be a fraud. I don't think this doctor is actually a doctor. Like, we don't have that. When we step into the hospital, we know, like, okay, the doctor, please help me. Like, I trust you 100%. Full vulnerability right here. Like, tell me your symptoms. XYZ, XYZ, I'm struggling with XYZ. I think I'm sick. Or I think I'm COVID, or whatever that is. And then the doctor will basically, ask you a bunch of questions and then tell you, like, okay, so you are this, or, we have to check, or we have to know your history and stuff like that. And they'll give you the medicine. Okay, cool. Like, yes, you're COVID, or yes, you're sick, or you're this and that. And then they'll give you the medicine. So when you take the medicine, there's no doubt. So essentially, you're already hypnotized that you are in a trance, that you completely believe this medication is going to be the solution. And imagine in our life, if we can bring ourselves up to believe that every single action you take is essentially the solution to whatever the problem you have. or every action you take is the right action. Maybe you're investing 10K, 100K for your business or for yourself, for a coaching program or like certification, or, to get some like raise a fund or whatever that is. Imagine every single action that you take is essentially leading up to the more success and more abundant, more freedom, the better life. And if you completely believe in, if you know 100%, then there's no doubt involved. Like you don't doubt like, oh, he might be a fraud. I don't think he's a doctor. So you see, because there's a high possibility of authorities involved. It's like when you listen to somebody who is president or CEO of the company, or the doctor who holds the authority, that instantaneously you are in a very suggestible state. Essentially, hypnosis is you become suggestible, and that's it. Imagine that you're listening to, I was listening to the conversation with my AirPods, right? And imagine you're listening to yourself or listening to anybody else without the headphones. You can hear very clearly, and then you're open-minded, and you're paying attention. Okay, that's cool, that's cool. But imagine that you are putting your headphone on, noise canceling. Boom, you're just erasing all the other noises and conversations and sound. Now you're trying to learn something. Now you're trying to change your mind, but nothing is coming in because you're canceling all the noises. So it's like that. If you're trying to just use your willpower and then try to change the way you think and try to reprogram your mind, the reason why 90% of the people fail to reprogram their mind, even though this idea is everywhere, like you can learn all this stuff on the YouTube and stuff like that, but why the majority of people still struggling? Why majority of people cannot achieve the goal? Why majority of people cannot achieve the freedom, whether it's internal or external? It's because they're speaking to themselves with the noise canceling. They're not suggestible. And this is why you should understand the hypnosis and concept of the hypnosis and actually utilize it so that you can get the best result. So actually, rather than me just talking and explaining how this works, I want to hypnotize. But before that, I just want to quickly, the why hypnosis will change your life for your more success and more abundance and allow you to achieve more goals, make more money, is because 99% comes from a subconscious. Subconscious decides everything: how much money you make, who you surround yourself with, your love life, and everything. If you believe that you cannot get these beautiful women, then you probably won't, right? If you think that, oh, investing $10,000 or $20,000 for myself is too expensive, then you're not going to invest it. But you see, if you think that you're going to get it back. Well, yeah, I'll just make it another 20K tomorrow or next week. Then you're going to take the different action. You're going to be like, okay, cool, 20K, 10K, boom. I want to invest. I want to learn something new. If you think that, oh yeah, like I can talk to anybody and I can seduce anybody. Well, Victoria's Secret model, that's fine. Now, if you think differently, then you act differently. And as a result, you get a different reality. So it all comes down to the way you think. If you think differently, everything else changes. And what I'm talking about is a psychological level, because if you think that it's cheap to invest $10,000, or it's nothing to make $10,000 per month, 10K per month is nothing, 20K per month is nothing, then you will be spending more. But if you think that $3,000 per month is what I'm making right now, or like 10K per month is a lot, I don't know how I'm going to make 20, 30K or 50K per month, it's a lot, then you already believe that it's impossible to achieve. You already believe that it takes years and years and 5 years and 10 years. But some people think that, yeah, it's nothing. Some people think that, oh, it's not that much money. Some people think that, oh, these beautiful models, it's like, I don't know how to talk to them. I think they're just bad girls. They're only selfish and bitches. But there's people who believe that they're actually really amazing. They're just a little bit insecure. It's only the same human. So the way you think dictates the result you get. Your expectation equal the result. If you have the negative expectation, that means you get a negative experience. If you have a positive expectation, then you get a positive experience. The way you think changes your psychological aspect in your mind, but also biological aspect, which is by changing the way you think and the way you feel, changes genetic expression, changes the chemical production. It changes all sorts of internal system, showing the symptoms or healing the sickness, or even the frequencies. If you change the way you think, that each cells and each thought actually carries a different type of frequency. So if you change the way you think, you change your frequency. Therefore, you match with a different frequency, whether it's an abundance or whether it's a poor. So not only just change the way you think, it's that change my mindset, like more motivation, blah, blah, blah. It really changes every aspect of who you are and your reality from variety of perspective, variety of angles, not only psychological, but it's also energetic. It's also biological. So now you understand if you change the way you think, you change everything. You make more money by simply changing the way you think. You have more successful event like that, but simply the way you change, the way you think. You connect with more people or deeper the way you think. It's everything because it dictates how you behave. It dictates the frequency that you're in, and it dictates that your biological health, and then also the genetic expressions. It changes your performance. It changes your productivity, everything. So right now, I really want to demonstrate because not only just me speaking, you can go ahead and watch my YouTube and for the same sort of speech. But I really want you to experience some sort of hypnosis. So the worst case scenario is that you're going to feel very, very relaxed and you feel good. That's the worst case scenario. Best case scenario, that you're very hypnotizable or you're easy to hypnotize. To be honest, if you have a stronger mind, then you're going to be hypnotized easy. So all these successful people that you look up to, whoever that is, Tony Robbins or, all these actresses or athlete, they have the strong mind, and which means they can control their minds better than average people. And if you can do so, that means you're very, very hypnotizable. You're easy to be hypnotized. Because again, circle back to what I said in the beginning, that every hypnosis is self-hypnosis. So if you want to be hypnotized, if you want to really change your mind, then you desire that, right? And then you actually cooperate with me. Again, the worst case scenario is you feel relaxed and you feel good. The best case scenario is you experience something interesting and you literally change your life today, because hypnosis is that fast. That's all it takes. Cool? All right. Hope everyone is ready. So I'm not going to take off my glasses, but glasses off from your face because it gives you another type of sensation on your face. If you're chewing gum, take that away. Best is sitting comfortably or laying down, either way. Make sure that you have something to fall back on. Feel very comfortable. And make sure that take time another 5 seconds. And when I tell you sleep, you're not going to sleep, okay? When I tell you sleep, what happens is your eyes closed, okay? Every time I say sleep, you close your eyes. Close your eyes and feel relaxed. Your body will relax. Every time I say sleep, your body will relax if you close your eyes and you feel very, very relaxed, and then you lose all the tension from your mind and your body. Imagine if I say sleep and then I lift your arms like that, then your arms instantaneously drop because there is no tension. You're not going to hold it here because there's no tension in your body. There's no tension in your mind. And that's what's going to happen every time I say sleep. And every time I say sleep, you're going even deeper. Every time you hear sleep, you close your eyes and feel relaxed and even deeper and deeper and deeper. And every time I say sleep. Cool? All right. Hopefully that everyone can benefit from this, because it could be seriously life-changing. That one hypnosis can change your life if you really get into the deep trance. Okay, I hypnotize people if they forget name. Today, actually, I hypnotized my friend, and she just instantly forgot her name. And that's what happens when you're in a deeper trance. And she literally started laughing hysterically because I told her, if you see my smile, then you're going to laugh and then you cannot stop laughing. And then she just went crazy. That's what happens when you're in trance because you're suggestible. And imagine what I'm going to do throughout this hypnosis is that I'm going to plant that idea of abundance and success and freedom. So what happens is if you become suggestible, if you successfully control your mind and get hypnotized, then what happens is you will seek more abundance and you will achieve more success and freedom and pretty much that whatever you want to achieve throughout this hypnosis. So if you're ready, have a deep breath in and out. Just slowly. And one more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Just feel the relaxation, okay? And one more time, the last. And hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. And out. And sleep all the way down, all the way deep. And every time it's asleep, you close your eyes and feel very relaxed and lose all the tension from your mind and the body. Every time I say sleep, you feel more relaxed and deeper, going deeper in the state of your trance, go deeper into your consciousness. Your eyes are closed and sleep all the way down, all the way deep. Wide awake, eyes open and sleep. And again, wide awake, eyes open and sleep. Again, wide awake, eyes open and sleep. And sleep deeper all the way down, all the way deep. And have a deep breath in and out. And sleep even deeper all the way down, all the way deep. And again, have a deep breath in and hold it. Hold it. And I'm going to count 10 to 0. And as you reach 0, you're going to exhale, but hold it until now. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And exhale and sleep all the way down, all the way deep. Completely let go, exhale all the way, and sleep deeper all the way down, all the way deep. Good. Now, your eyes are closed. I want you to pay attention to your eyelids. Now, use your eyeballs. Your neck stay the same. Eyes are closed. Use your eyeballs and look up the ceiling. Your eyes are closed. Your neck stay the same, but just only eyeballs and look up the ceiling. Try to look up high as much as you can. And now stay with the eyeballs. Keep looking at the higher place. And I want you to pay attention on your eyelids and realize that it's so heavy and it's so relaxed that you cannot open it. And as a matter of fact, every time you breathe in, it's getting heavier and heavier and heavier, and you can feel the weight. Use your imagination and realize that you cannot open your eyelids. Every time you breathe in, it's getting heavier and heavier and heavier, and you can feel the weight. You can feel it's getting heavier and heavier and heavier, and you cannot open it. As a matter of fact, every time I say sleep, it's completely sealed, and it's getting more stronger. Your eyelids are completely sealed and completely glued that you cannot open it. Use your imagination and realize that it's completely stuck and completely stuck. You cannot open it. There's no way that you can open it. Every time I say sleep, it's getting even harder and more sealed and more impossible that you can open it. The more impossible becomes to open it. And now I want to test it out. The next time I'll tell you to sleep, that's when it's completely sealed and then you cannot open it and sleep. Try it out. Test it out. The harder you try, the more impossible it becomes. Your eyelids are completely sealed that you cannot open your eyelids. Test it out. Try harder, because harder you try, the more impossible it becomes. Now you cannot open your eyelids. If you can, that means that you're not in a deep trance. That's fine. And now you cannot open your eyelids and sleep. Just let go and all the way deep, all the way down. Completely let go your focus from your eyelids, because now you can open your eyelids. Don't worry about it. And now let go and sleep deeper, deeper, and deeper. And now have a deep breath in and out. There you go. And now I want you to use your imagination. Eyes are closed. You'll use your imagination and realize that if you change the way you think, you change your reality. If you change how you feel about things, you change the thing itself. You see, there's a quote from Max Planck said. He's a quantum physicist. That he said, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at changes. And this is not about a nuance. This is about the things are literally changing. So you see, if you change the way you think and then feel about these things, it changes. So what I want to do is that now I want you to see yourself and visualize there's a huge mirror in front of you. And then we want to change how we see ourselves. Because essentially, if we can believe, and then if it's normal for us, it's easy for us to achieve freedom, go to a different country and build a business and make a lot of money. If it's easy, and if we believe fully that we can do it, then that's good. That's what's going to happen. If I can believe that I can make money, then I will. And that's what's going to happen. And that's what's happening right now. So I want you to visualize the mirror in front of you. And it's a huge mirror. And I want you to look close and pay attention to. And there's a future version of yourself. And this future version of yourself, pay attention to the details. Does he or she wear what kind of clothes? Hairstyle? What kind of facial features? What kind of like vibe your future version of yourself have? Because your future version is absolutely successful and free, have everything you ever wanted. And now I want you to really pay attention and then really understand how he or she feels. Your future version feels more abundant and confident and more certain and more self-love and more proud. And they think differently. And they look at themselves with confidence and conviction and certainty and self-love. And now I want you to step closer to the mirror and imagine that you and your future version of yourself is becoming oneness. Your future version and you are becoming one existence. And now you start to feel so confident. You start to feel so abundant. You start to feel so successful. And then you start to feel so good. It's getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And the more you feel and the more you pay attention to the confidence and self-love and abundance and a successful feeling that you emanate right now, it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And it's getting 10 times stronger right now. And if you're so good, you cannot stop smiling. And imagine that, give it a color. Imagine that there's a light coming out from you. Give it a color because this is your energy. This is the energy of self-love. This is the energy of confidence. This is energy of success and abundance. Give it a color and then imagine, use your imagination and visualize that color is just expanding into the whole world. And now, as you visualize that, feel strongly that you feel more self-love, you feel more confident, you feel so good, you cannot stop smiling. As a matter of fact, you're smiling right now because it feels so good. You can feel it with every cell of your body. You feel that confidence, you feel that certainty, you feel that love, you feel that abundance. And now have a deep breath in and out. For now, use your imagination and realize that you became that person. Now you see yourself differently. You believe in yourself because you know that you can do it. And you know that you already are successful, you already are free, you already achieved everything you ever wanted. The only difference between you and the actual future version of yourself could be 3 years later or 5 years later. The only difference is that the physical manifestation is not yet here, but you already have the mind. You already are the person, because the difference between the successful people and who want to be successful, or who has the $1 million in the bank account, or who wants to have the $1 million in bank account, the only difference is that their mind, the brain, fires a different chemical. Way they think and what you think is different. So now I want you to use your imagination and realize that you already are the person. You have the confidence, you have the certainty, you believe in yourself, then you know that you can take the right action. You know that you can take a leap of faith. You know that you feel so loved and you're proud of yourself that you know that you can do it. And now again, have a deep breath in and out. And now I want you to pay attention to yourself, that you have so much potential and then you're amazing. You're no different than all these people that you look up to who achieved everything they ever wanted. That you, the only difference is just you are walking that path right now. They already finished walking the path, but you are in the process. You're in this story. You are a main character and you're ready to achieve whatever you want to achieve. And you can feel it. You can feel it's coming. And pay attention. The more you pay attention to this feeling it real more real becomes, and then you can feel it in every cell of your body. And now you think different, you feel different, you act different, and you're going to take advantage of every opportunity that you come across with. And now I'm going to count to 5. As I count to 5, you're going to get out of hypnosis feeling so great. Today is your best day ever, and if you're so good you cannot stop smiling, and today and tomorrow it's going to last weeks and a month. And now 1, feeling better and better and better. And 2, you're ready to take action. And 3, you cannot stop smiling if you're so good. And 4, 5, wide awake, eyes open. And coming back from hypnosis, and have a deep breath in and out. You feel good. Woo! I hope you feel good. Let me know in the chat, because everyone is so not engaging. So if you feel good, let me know. If you couldn't open your eyelids, awesome. That means that you are in a deep trance. That means you're more likely to accept the suggestion that I've done after the induction. So that was very, very successful for you. I'm happy for you. And with that said, thank you so much. I want to bring back to my man Dennis. I genuinely hope that everyone enjoyed the
Hey,
hypnosis.
show. Listen, for me it was an enjoyable session because when you do an intense breath work, it's almost it's super dark. Just 1 second, I'll manage a light somehow. It's like it's getting dark in Bali, but anyway,
Yeah.
I hope you can see me.
Yeah, I
And
can, man. Don't worry.
thank you a lot for a session. So we do have some issue like with like a delay for a live streaming. I believe it's a few minutes, and people are commenting on different platforms on YouTube directly. Like there is one comment on direct on
Oh,
YouTube, like it was great. So it was really great.
got you.
And
Because I didn't
there's
I didn't see that
also
any comments coming up on
and
this
there is
platform
also
that
a
I'm in.
comment from Cinzia Galeri. I guess Cinzia, she's
Got you.
Italian, but she was
Yeah, I know her. I
texting
know her. Yeah.
show sensei. So sensei, thank you, thank you a lot for your time. Show, it
You're
was
welcome, man.
great,
Pleasure.
great to see you, and
Likewise. I'll
thank
see
you
you in
for
Bali
sharing
in
your
a couple of
wisdom.
weeks, man.
Yeah, if you come into Bali, then definitely we'll see each other here.
Yeah, we will.
Yes.
I'll see you very soon, brother.
Okay, great. Then thank you, show a lot, and looking forward to meet with you in person. And thank you, guys, for attending our day 1. See you tomorrow at day 2. You will receive an email update. Thank you, and looking forward.
Peace, guys.
Thank you. Wow, it was your effect with
Yeah.
balloon. Yeah, nice.
I told everyone not to, visualize the balloon, and the
Yeah,
actual
but
balloon is
it was
like,
cool. It was cool.
hey, there you go.
Okay, thank you.
All
Thank you,
right.
show.
Ciao, guys. Peace.